So left hand one was your before setup and before swing. As we said, when you're doing shorter shots, chip shots and pitch shots, you're only going this far back, so it's fine. And you can see that you maintained the length there in your arm, absolutely fine. As you got to about 2/3 of the way back, now your body kind of stops, the lead arm kind of stops, and the elbow and the arm just collapsing out. So the club is going very much sort of a collapsed position here. Yeah, you just got to maintain no weight. Think how close your hands are to your body when you start at the golf position. I mean, your hands are kind of, I don't know, a couple of feet away from your head. At that position here now, we want to maintain that distance here, yeah? I mean, you've got it almost into your side there, really close. So the only way you can get that golf club back to the ball now with any kind of success is sort of throw the club. Your arm's got to sort of unhinge and throw the club back. When you do it too early, as you come back to the golf ball, when you make an all right strike, the hand's now behind the golf ball, that ball's going to go left, or potentially topped, or potentially hitting the ground behind the golf ball, because the club will hit the low point of its circle that's going to be around your body when the hands and the club are on top of each other. Yeah, that's the low point of the swing. All right. So if the hands are back behind the golf ball impact, the low point now is early.
So these hands have got to be behind the ball.
You want the hands to be in front of the golf ball. So in front of the ball more this way by your lead thigh. You've got so set up there now.
So
exactly. You need to be a bit more in that position, okay? But you can't create that position from
a scrunched up
that backswing. So we look at that position there now. This is your practice swing. So look at the difference in your arms there now. Yeah. So maintaining a much more wider swing going back. We do another practice swing. There you go again. So there's a much more wide. The hands are away from the body, okay? Look at the difference in those two swings there. Very much sort of chalk and cheese. Keeping the swing there now. So as your club's coming through impact here now, the hands are more sort of towards the middle of your body, moving a bit more towards the left and then through. So that's your practice swings where you're thinking loads. Did one more. That was okay again. Got a little bit closer there. There's not much daylight between your hands and your heads compared to that one there. I mean, the arm we want to see kind of ideally somewhere up there. It's not locking the arm straight. The arm's not going to want to stay straight for the whole swing, but at least maintain some element of width in that swing. The second we crunch up, as you said, or tuck up, it's very hard to be consistent with a strike, okay? So some practice. Now then, if we look at the real swing when the ball gets in the way, you go back to where you are. Now, is that better than that one on the left? Yes. So how many practice swings did we...
the head's a bit...
Yeah, exactly. I mean, in terms of that, we've improved it maybe a degree or two with half a dozen practice swings. So if we can spend some time, again, at home, making those swings there against the wall behind you, so you get the sensation, the arms are going up, so you're missing the wall. And as I said, when you do that, we don't do a full follow through if the wall is behind you, because when you go through normally, you would twist and turn your body, you'd hit the wall. So we don't want you practicing trying to miss the wall on the way through. It's only on the backswing. But even if we're just doing a backswing movement with the wall behind you, get the club coming down, giving the ground a hit, okay? So the club to be coming down and hitting the ground, yeah? Don't just sort of just pull it down and rise above the ball, because then again, you're going to be encouraging the club missing the ground, okay? With all practice shots, it's very rarely, should I say, any issue where you want to be making a practice swing or a real swing missing the ground, yeah? You want to be, the club's got to be hitting the ground. At the moment, your club is not striking the ground this side of the ball, it's striking the ground this side of the ball, because of this sort of bending in the elbow and the casting of your arms and your wrists there, okay? So when you hit the ground back here, it's not resulting in a good shot, so you just try and miss the ground, which you can do, then you result in topping the golf ball. So your power, your energy is all going to be gone, and the way then you try and miss the ball's kind of like this, tucking up, so you feel quite tucked up and tight, and there's not much speed there, yeah? We want speed, so it's creating that width, making that swing more efficient. And again, relying less compensation. If your arm starts off here and in the swing it does this and this, very tough to judge. If I just get my body turning and I just hinge in the wrists, yeah, I can maintain a much more consistent movement rather than pulling in. Okay, Vicky, make sense?